Let's go. Yo. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts.
What up, guys? Welcome to Chicago Sports Podcast. No, I'm not Brandon Trax Hyatt. However, I'm your boy, the Superback Sean Sierra, sitting in for him. And I'm excited. I'm excited to be hosting the show. Excited to be hanging out with these guys and talking some Bears football. And it's going to be one heck of a conversation because you know what? We are in a really good spot right now as Bears fans, the Bears as an organization. And we got a lot to talk about. So let me introduce everybody in the panel. The man up in the upper left-hand corner, Mr. Field Visions himself. What's going on, Papa? How are you?
Man, I'm doing well in yourself. Excited for another hope not close game. I want to get. Can we just get one?
Yeah, can we get one comfortable game? You know what I mean? We're up 12 points or more. Give me more. Let Tyson Bagent come in, close it out, and off to Travis Homer a couple times, you know what I mean? And we're all good. Just
man,
I'll be happy.
Yeah.
And then the man in the upper right-hand corner, my man Matt. What's going on, Papa? How are you?
Good, man. Good. Just ready to get this dub. Let's get a little revenge on them Vikings. Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we do. And let's talk about thank you for the alley-oop. Want to talk about it. All right, week one, we had this game in the bag. All right, it was J.J. McCarthy's first game, Chicagoland's very own, LaGrange Park, Nazareth High School. All right, University of Michigan. We had him. We had him in the bag, and then our defense let us down. He brought them back, and the Bears snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Now, they weren't playing with their full arsenal of people. Jordan Addison was out. Okay, he was serving a suspension. Harrison Smith was out, and I think that had a lot to do with it being close. But for all intents and purposes, we had that game. We had that game, and we let it up. All right? Phil, man, what do you think we got to do in order to not let that happen again this week?
Well, apparently play from behind.
That's different, mate. That's different.
Because we were actually ahead of that game. But no, I think one thing about the first games of the season, they're always to be a struggle because you're playing a team based on what they did last year, and I kind of felt like the Bears were kind of tentative. They weren't using their full arsenal of offense and their defense. Like I said, to me it was just timid because you're expecting exactly everything you was getting last year, and I just felt like they could have played a lot better. But the first couple of games are always like it can go. It don't matter who you're playing, it can go either or because it's a whole new season. You don't have film on them yet. And I think that was one of the biggest issues in that week one game. Now our offense is improving each week. Listen, the defense, I mean, they give up too many yards, but they're not as bad to me as I said they are in the past. So I just think, if we can just get pressure on J.J., treat him like a rookie, and I think we can be successful.
Matt, your thoughts? What do we got to do this week in order to not have a repeat of week one?
Well, I want to go back to a comment you made, like the defense I don't think the defense lost that game week one. I really don't. They got left on the field a long time and they were tired.
True. Very true.
They got worn out, man, and our offense didn't put enough progression up there to put it out there. So they got put out there and they got exposed. That's what exactly happened is they got exposed. So now with us getting the chemistry going and how we're rolling, I think it's going to be a way different outcome. And we're going to put up some points. We got the offense now. Caleb's getting comfortable with the bend. We're rolling now. Granted, he's only been doing it in the past 5 minutes at the end of the games, and that kind of hurts us a little bit. But we've all heard, interview what he did yesterday and whatever. But I honestly think that we can progress. We're a way better team than we were week 1,
Yeah.
and we're gonna put some points against these boys this week.
Part of it is you talked about the chemistry. All right, there was no chemistry week 1. All right,
Yeah.
you go to OTAs, mini camp,
Yes,
training camp, preseason. You can't really gel. All right, and if you remember week 1, that the big 3 that we paid for and acquired in the offensive line in the offseason, they weren't comfortable playing next to each other. All right, the run game was horrific. Okay, they took the bye week 3 weeks later or 4 weeks later, and they went back to the basics, and now the run fits are better. All right, we've seen great games from DeAndre Swift, seen a great game from Kyle Monangai. I think a lot different. You talked about, we mentioned the chemistry. This team is really starting to be really, really comfortable with those 11 guys, with the 11 on the field, and I think that's gonna go a long way in this. Now, one of the questions I have for you guys is this. How do you think Caleb? Let's talk about Caleb. All right, Caleb, you mentioned it. Last 5 minutes of the game, he's done phenomenal. First 55, well, we have a lot to work on. He's going up against a Brian Flores defense again. This is going to be his 4th time facing this defense. How prepared do you think he's going to be for Brian Flores defense? Fields, we'll go with you first.
I think I don't, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I don't think he is going to be. It's going to be a problem. Again, I think the chemistry you're saying was a big key. The line is like is 10 times, 20 times better than it was week 1.
Best we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, right over there, looking like Jimbo Cobra or somebody.
That's real talk.
Yeah, like he's been phenomenal over there. So I think we're in a better position, and I think Caleb will be fine. But one thing that concerned me, not necessarily with Caleb, or maybe I don't know if it's because he throws too hard or something. We had too many drop passes, and I mean that 5 or 6 drop passes can hurt your completion percentage, because regardless, it's going to be on the quarterback number wise. So like I said, I think Caleb will be fine. What's crazy, I didn't realize he didn't get sacked this one game because he was playing with Houdini and just like slipping out of sacks. I don't think he'll slip out of many sacks against Minnesota the way he did the Giants, but I think he should be fine. It depends. It also depends on the play calling and how that first couple of drives go as well. And he needs to establish the run.
With the Brian Flores defense, it's going to be tough. And division games are always tough, no matter where we go. I mean, any division team we play is always going to be tough. I don't care if you're 0-6. When you play a division, it's going to be tough. I think Caleb is going to play to the potential as going what he's doing forward. And with what he got called out, as I brought in the last conversation, is how can you can do it for the last 5 minutes, but you can't do it the other 55. This guy you're kind of getting in this kid's head, and you're gonna get him upset. You don't want to do that to these types. This kid has it. Don't piss him off. And that's what's gonna happen.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt. Finish up.
He's gonna find it. He's gonna find him, and with the defense, I honestly think you're gonna find him. We have Magungai running. He's like a pinball machine. That kid he's running. He's gonna get hit, and he's going the other way. He's gonna find it. That's right. He's like and then if Swift's coming back healthy, beautiful. Stop it. You can't, Brian.
Matt, you brought up a great point, and that was actually where I was going to go. Is that run game is so much better. The confidence of Kyle Monangai and not just his confidence, but the confidence of the offensive line with him in there. There's a big difference being a running back when there's a running back behind you and you're not hitting the holes and you're not fighting for extra yards, you're not bouncing off people. Offensive linemen get mad. They get pissed. They don't like that. They don't like blocking for people like that. All right. But this guy hits the hole hard. You talked about he's a pinball machine. I was extremely happy when they drafted him. I would have liked other people, but when they drafted him, I went back and watched some film on him because I was clueless to who this guy was.
Same.
You know, when I did some research, I'm like, wait a minute. 2 years ago, he led the Big Ten in rushing. Last year, he was second in the Big. I'm like, that's big boy football. A lot of those people are going to be playing on Sundays. And for you to lead, and it wasn't like he was playing on Michigan with that big offensive line. He was at Rutgers. So his ability to do that, I'm like, we're going to be okay. And I was a fan of this young man ever since I started watching film, and even when people questioned it. And this guy showed that he is. I call him Aston Genty without speed. He just don't have that breakaway speed, but he doesn't fumble. He pass pros pretty well. He can hit the hole. We've seen him jump cut left and right. These linemen like blocking for him. So that's going to be a huge help for Caleb. It's going to be a big help for Caleb. Now, my only concern is that Ben Johnson goes away from the run game like he did a little bit last week. I want 3 carries between the running backs.
100%, and I agree with you.
Not including Caleb. I mean the running back. That's only 15 a pop. If you do that, we are in a good position to win. Because I think we found our 1-2 punch.
I think that's honestly what lost us the first game against Minnesota was getting away from the running game.
Yeah.
We pounded that ball that whole first half. Them 3 quarters, we stopped running that ball because he wanted to get pass happy, and we ended up we had a great run game that day.
Yeah,
Swift was looking good, and I think our run game is better. So I'm really excited about how Caleb is going to play because of the fact that they should lean on this run game. All right, they should. Also, give me your thoughts on, again, this is his 4th time playing Brian Flores. All right, his 4th time. I know Brian Flores is one of the better defensive coordinators in the NFL. However, he plays man a lot. He brings pressure a lot. That means I feel Caleb should be able to notice pressure, notice man, and now he should be able to find the open receiver a lot sooner because he understands who Brian Flores is. He understands how he calls the game. And I'm hoping that he's able to pick people apart. If he does, Lord have mercy. Matt, you might be right. This game could get out of control quickly if Caleb's able to read that defense, check to a different route, hit a guy, hit and get some big plays versus man.
I got one thing. Please do not do that damn screen pass.
I agree with you, brother. I agree with you on that one, man.
You're talking about the wide receiver screen, right, Fields?
Yes.
That is the word. That's like going back to John Shoop days.
Yes.
I mean, that's all. I can't get. We cannot get rid of the screen plays, man.
Oh God! And I'm a big screen fan, like to the halfback or.
But it doesn't work for us. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And 3rd and 12, we can't do them anymore. I mean, we got to get rid of it. I agree with you.
I'm not a big fan of that at all. I agree with you. Fields, give me a screen to the running back. I'm good. Give me a screen to a tight end. I'm good. Stop those. And I even posted this a couple of weeks ago during the game. Stop those stupid MF screens.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I trust me. I hear you.
Oh. I said, it's going to take the defensive end to take a pick 6 before they finally realize we need to do plays. Because we're making everybody look like Max Crosby. We're making Chase Young look great with that daggone stupid screen.
We can't lose it. It's a Chicago curse.
Yeah, unfortunately, you might be right, Matt. Well, listen, one of the guys, there was a lot of drops last week, and one of the culprits was Olamide Zacchaeus, OZ.
Mm.
Ben
That
Johnson
hurt.
hinted at, yeah, he dropped the touchdown pass. He in his defense, he should have been hit sooner, but he should have caught it when the ball got to him. Give me your thoughts on the wide receiving core, because I'm still, you had they intimated that Luther Burden might be getting more time, which I hope. Give me your thoughts if Luther Burden gets more snaps.
Definitely, he deserves to get more snaps. I think he had 16 targets, I want to say, or something to that effect, and he's caught 14 of them. So he definitely needs to get more shine out there. I mean, I like Zacchaeus. I used to cover the Falcons. I've been knowing him since he was with the Falcons. I mean, I think he's a good serviceable receiver, but I think Luther Burden can be special. And like I said at the beginning of the season before it started, I said the Bears offense is going to really start clicking around week 12, 13. And I think that's why you saw Colston Loveland get more playing time last week. And I think going ahead, we're going to see Luther Burden get more playing time this week, hopefully, and going on into the future. So I think we're slowly getting there on the right path. I don't want to rush anything, because I'd rather be a juggernaut later on, even if it's going into next season, than to be one of these teams that peak one year and then fall the next, peak the other year and fall. I want consistency, and I think that's where the direction the Bears are going, offensive wise.
Matt, your thoughts on the receivers? The drops. Even DJ had a questionable one, although DJ's ball should have been thrown a lot sooner.
A lot sooner, yeah.
A lot sooner.
Well, you guys don't want to get me on the DJ one. That cost me a lot of money with him missing that one, but whatever. But anyways, with Zedarius dropping that, man, that killed. And you can't drop them.
No.
That's why I think Caleb ran it in. He did, because he was wide open in the end zone and Caleb ran it in for the game-winning touchdown last week.
Yeah, he was.
We've all seen the film. And like he ran it in. So, but with the going back to the Burden, man, that kid, unbelievable. Come on.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What's he have? I think he's 2-3 drops. Not even a drop out of like maybe 0 drops. But
yeah, you don't have any drops. He was taking 16 times and caught 14.
Yeah,
they weren't drops.
Unbelievable. And the kids, and he is working it, man. And I truly believe in him. And I'm a huge DJ Moore fan, but that kid's gonna take his spot. And going back to with the receiver thing, and unfortunately, I think we're gonna lose DJ next year. And just because of how Rome's taking over the number 1, going through everything, and DJ you can't pay him all that money if he's not going to be playing, if he's not going to be catching the ball.
Yeah, but you can't be throwing Rome the ball all the time if you
can't
dropping the ball.
And that was one of my biggest.
That's the issue that I have with Caleb is DJ doesn't drop.
And you're 100% right. Look at that Baltimore game.
Yeah,
that Baltimore game when DJ caught that bomb right before he should have went out of bounds, but you can catch. He's got hands. Yeah. DJ doesn't drop the ball.
No,
I'm a huge DJ.
The issue I have with Caleb, Matt, is that he's forcing it to Rome. All right, he's got a little love affair with Rome, and it's fine, but your boy's not coming through. He's dropping past.
Rome drops a lot. I think Rome drops 1 a game.
He dropped the one against.
My big thing is this: I personally feel that he's got an issue with DJ and Cole Kmet. All right, and it all has to go back to the year before when they talked about they prefer Justin over him, because if I'm a quarterback and I have a proven number 1 receiver in this league, I'm going to him. But he's making.
It's your go-to.
Yeah,
and I mean, go-to.
he's making a power play in trying to make Rome the number one. And I don't think Rome, to me, Rome doesn't have that dog in him. And I posted that last week. Rome has no dog in him. And that's a problem. He's 6'3". Okay. And I was complaining about, why don't you ever do a jump ball on the goal line with Rome? He's 6'3" with a 39-inch vertical.
I would love that.
And then they tried it, and then he doesn't get off the line. It's like, come on, man. And that's when I posted it last week. So I'm having a problem, and I hope DJ's not gone, because DJ is still the man. He's still my favorite Chicago Bear, with Kyle Monunga being a close second right now. But he's got to go to DJ more, okay? And he's got to get these personal feelings and whatever that is, he's got to get over it. His favorite receiver needs to be the open one. And if you're going to force it to someone, you force it to a proven a guy who's average.
A veteran. I lost him.
Yeah, I think so. I did too. Yeah,
I do agree with the whole. I'm a huge DJ fan. My daughter, I'm a season ticket holder, man. My daughter goes to every Bears game with me, and she loves DJ. Loves him. And
I'm gonna tell you,
is he back? Are you back, brother?
No. Nah. Yeah, I'm agree. DJ Moore is one of my favorite players, period. I was at the game. I don't know if you remember when he was with Carolina.
Yes,
The fact that he caught that last end of the game touchdown. He took his helmet off, and they threw a flag. They later said they shouldn't have. But yeah, even before then, like when because I have pictures of him, because I'm a photographer, hence the name Fields Vision. So I took a picture of DJ Moore when he was wearing number 12 before he switched to 2. So and then I met the dude. He's just a good overall dude, big family guy. So I got nothing but love for him. I do think, and I don't know if it's that he has an issue with DJ and Cole. More so than he was working out with Rome during the off season, and then leading up to the draft, they were working out together. So sometimes you build up a better rapport with someone,
and that's and that's what I'm saying. He's building a morale because Caleb wanted Rome from the get go.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, you can't look at him all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't think he like dislikes DJ. DJ's a humble ass dude, man.
Yeah.
We've all seen Hard Knocks as Bears fans. That dude's humble, man.
Yeah, very much so. And with him winning Justin Fields, I mean, how many quarterbacks has this dude been with? He just wants some stability. If anything,
he's never been on it. He's never been on a winning team.
Yeah, and see that scares me too, because who was it that's never Brandon Marshall whole career never been to the playoffs, and I just don't want him to turn into Brandon Marshall, where he has the numbers, he's a great, never experienced.
Yeah, that's scary. I definitely don't want that.
No, not at all. Not so.
I think honestly, man, we have a good receiving core. When back to his first record, his question is, we got DJ Moore, we got Roma Dunze. Loveland is turning out to be what we wanted.
Yeah, that beautiful catch he made with his hands, not his body. Woo, that boy running that the football.
Yes, sir.
Going away from his body as well. So I'm definitely turning into a big fan, and of Loveland. And again, and I said when that pick, I felt like the Bird pick was more so for next year's success, more than anything. But they need to get it going now. But it's kind of hard to crack because you got all of that. When did the Bears have this much offensive talent?
Man, I'm telling you. And then with the burden stuff, man, is you can't. I think he needs to be put in the offense more.
Yeah, definitely, because he reminds me of. Honestly, he reminds me of DJ Moore a little bit. 100%. He reminds me of D-Ball. He reminds me of Debo Samuel.
That's what's scary though, is because it's like I'm a huge DJ fan, and if you take him out, and you put Burden in, it's like, but you can't take the veteran out. Burden's going to learn a lot from DJ.
Yeah.
Sit back and have a mentor. I mean,
Mhm.
look at other people. Like, I hate to say it, man. I hate these words, but look what Aaron Rodgers did, learning from Favre.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just like you're learning from a veteran.
Yeah.
Learning from the veteran situation, and this kid could learn a lot from what DJ has.
Yeah. And truth be told, I mean, I can understand them getting rid of DJ next year, but m- most teams start 3 wide receivers now anyway. It's not like we run the basic set. We don't do the 12 or 13 uh, personnel that as much as I thought we were going to do. But then, so I mean, they're going to start 3 wide receivers. So I keep them at least for one more year.
I would love it. I would definitely love it.
Yeah. And then, like I said, you can slowly fade them out. The Cole Kmets and the DJ Moores. Hey, he's back.
I'm back. You know,
My man.
That's what happens when you have Prime Co-Internet. I heard you guys talking, and one of the things I'm thinking about with DJ is like they got these guys locked up long term. Like DJ's through 2029, I want to say.
Oh wow, I didn't know that long.
That long?
Luther Burden and Luther Burden,
Colston Loveland,
Colston, and Rome are all on rookie contracts. So Luther Burden, you got Rome for another 3 years plus a fifth. You know, the 5th year. So you got these guys for a long. Cole Kmet, he's extended as well. I think 27.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say. So you got guys at least for the next 26 to 27 season. This offense is going to be, it's going to be ridiculous, all right? Because here's the thing: next year you're not learning a new offense. Next year you're not getting acclimated. And the most important, the crazy thing, everybody thinks that the quarterback. It's not just the quarterback that has to learn the offense. The wide receivers have to learn the offense. The offensive line has to learn the offense. The tight ends have to learn the offense. Nobody's learning the offense except whoever's drafted or acquired in the offseason. It's much easier for one person to pick it up than a whole squad. So this team is going to be – everybody's complaining about they didn't play anybody. And are the Bears for real? I don't care if the Bears are for real, all right? I was not – maybe I'm crazy. I was not picking them to win the Super Bowl this year.
I agree.
Right?
I pick them every year.
So my biggest thing was Caleb's development and development of this offense. And the fact that we're winning and doing this, that's just gravy. That's buttermilk icing on the cake. All right, because as this team, as I said, next year they're not learning a new offense. And if you're this successful while learning a new offense, next year it's gonna be better. I think the championship window opens next year, like legitimately opens next year. And from there, so I'm not worried about the national media and everyone talking about what the Bears have. Their combined record of their opponents is 2-100. I don't care. I want to see improvement from Caleb. Have you seen improvement from Caleb? Because I damn sure have.
100%.
I damn sure have. That throw to Colston Loveland in the Bengals game. One of my biggest criticism was he doesn't play in structure. Well, guess what? He was in structure. He delivered that right from the pocket. Kyle Monungai came across, picked up that defensive end from the right side, allowed him an extra second to fire that ball to Colston Loveland, and Colston Loveland did the rest. That's growth.
Yeah. And I want to jump in with the growth thing too, and give a shout out to the offensive line, because not only have they gotten better, but did you see the false starts, the pre-snap penalties?
Yes,
none existing. And I'm
good call.
So they're improving. Like you said, it's just not one person. Everybody has to get used to the offense, and they couldn't get the timing right initially, and now they're getting better. That's all. Like you said, I just want to see growth, and
100%.
The arrow projected up, and I'm great. And like you said, the winning is a plus.
The first few weeks, them offensive starts killed us.
Yeah.
Look what we're doing now. Look at Darnell Wright.
Since he got that brace on, he's been invincible.
Man.
You know what happened? They targeted him. They drafted a guy for his position to take his spot. And
He said,
being the stud first round pick he is, he's like,
try
hold
again.
my beer. Let me show you why I was a first round pick.
Yes, sir.
Let me show you why I'm a Mickey Ficky first round pick, okay?
Did a couple of them plays, like even like when the Cincinnati game, remind you of like the Blind Side? The Blind Side movie when he came.
Yeah.
He was just so much bigger and stronger than everybody in the Blind Side. And Darnell Wright with his bionic arm, is it like he seemed like that dude? Like he was like boom, and just knocking people over. I mean, you saw what he did to Mark Turner. He almost took out DJ Moore because he took him across the field.
Yeah.
So
that's all we could ask for.
Yes. And you know what? One of the things that is concerning me is the injuries. All right, there was a slew of injuries that people were Bears were a lot of Bears were on the injury report yesterday. Somewhere we got to look at that chart today. He's going to put it up on the screen. So you see Kevin Byard didn't practice, but today he's a full go. Okay,
yeah,
good.
So,
but you saw the rest. Got good. Jaquan Brisker, his back, the DMP both days. Yeah, that's concerning. TJ Edwards, I'm not expecting him to play. Grady Jarrett, full go today because it was rest. Good. DJ Moore is just a tough SOB, man. He's just a true professional.
Heard that.
Because he's playing. I know he's limited yesterday. He's playing tomorrow. He's playing on Sunday. Let's keep it a buck. Rome, Tyreek Stevenson full. Okay, good. Jahdae Walker, I'm okay. I'm okay if he doesn't play. I'm not worried about him. Cole Kmet full. Dominique Robinson full. DeAndre Swift full. Josh Blackwell full. Ruben Hippolyte full. So that is very, very reassuring having all those guys there. Because remember, the other day we're like, what the hell? Like 45 guys on there. Yeah. But I guess this is what they're doing just to, to kind of give guys ready. They have a little boo-boo right there. Put them on there. I think that's okay. Talk about those coming back. We got to face Jordan Addison, and we got to face Harrison Smith this time when we face them. How much of a difference are those two guys going to make on Sunday, Matt?
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but we got with Garner in the back with the new nickel. Our cornerbacks are hurting us right now, man. Without Johnson, but Stevenson's coming. That's going to be lovely. I love it, but we're good. That's going to be our biggest problem is containing Jefferson and
Jordan
Addison.
Yeah, Addison. I got him on my fantasy.
Me too.
It hurts because you know why? Addison hasn't done anything. But
and then they got
that's when
too at tight end.
Yeah, and it's gonna hurt us. And you gotta stop him. And I don't see it's gonna be hard. It really is. Do I have the confidence in it? The only confidence I have is we have to put up more points than they do. Our defense is not the best right now. We can all admit that. Our defense is not the best.
But you know what, Matt? We can. That's the comforting part. We can get into shootouts. When was the last time we said, yeah, we can get into a shootout with teams? When was the last time we said that? We're in that spot right now.
Yeah, and when it comes down to, if it comes down to 7-3 points or whatever, even at 10 points, I feel now it's like, okay, now I have a little bit of confidence because we've never won those games. Last year they were in the garbage. Yeah. I go to every Bears game at home. Walking out of Soldier Field anymore, I've never felt much comfort in my life. It's been unbelievable, my man. I'm telling you, man. It's walking out last week. It was a smile on my face. It was I can't never forget with my daughter and everything. It's just, but it's hard just to still. You got to have something else pull me back. You got to have me pull in like all the way. We're 6-3, but do we feel comfortable at 6-3? Why is it every week we come into every game and saying this is a must win?
Because we're the Bears.
Because we're the Bears, exactly. And it's just, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, last year, I shot both of the games from last year in Minnesota, the one in Minnesota and the one here in Chicago. Now, Jordan Addison, the reason why I remember is he had a real good game against the Bears, but that was a game we definitely should have won. We lost in overtime, if I recall right. And Caleb threw for like 350, 40 some yards that game. But what killed us to me in that game also was that Caleb Williams was our leading rusher, and he only had 33 yards rushing the ball, and that cannot happen. That's something that needs to be different from this year to last year.
I don't think we'll have that problem this year.
No, yeah. Hopefully we get 33 yards on one play or more. But as far as like that was going, this is going back to the question you said earlier too about how will Caleb go against Flores. His numbers are really, fantastic. Again, this was here. It what Jordan Addison did play. So I don't know if Smith played that game. I'm not sure. I actually don't remember. But I think again, Caleb will be fine on this game. Like you said too, we have that run the ball, and I would love 15 carries each from each running back, and whatever Caleb gives you is just a plus.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But I don't want him to be running for 60, 70 yards in a game. That spells injuries.
Yes, yeah.
So
I got a question for you guys.
70 yards, it's like 3 carries because everyone's in man and they're still running and he takes off. That's the only way I want 67 yards. I don't want any called runs. I don't want any quarterback craziness. No.
I got a question. And how does everyone when Gordon comes back? What are we doing? Because the way Homeboy's playing now that we just got, who are we putting where?
So Kyler Gordon has in college. Kyler Gordon played outside.
Okay, but is he fast enough to play? Can he play cornerback? Is he that fast?
He played outside in college.
I know,
so,
but man, that's college. This is the NFL, brother.
I hear you. I don't know if he's going to be on the number one guy. Tyreek Stevenson's back. Tyreek Stevenson will probably be on the number one guy if they travel. Okay. But then you can't CJ Gardner-Johnson. You just can't take him off the field.
You can't. He's the hot hand.
Yeah, he is the hot hand, and that is that's something you just don't do. You just don't. This guy, he knows the system from years past with Dennis Allen.
Yes, sir.
And this guy, he's got 3 sacks in 2 games. I mean, he is. Someone said earlier, he is truer words were never spoken. Truer word, because you know what? That defense had one dog on it, and that's Jaquan Brisker. I mean, one just nasty son of a gun. All right, nasty son of a gun. That was Jaquan Brisker. I was hoping Grady Jarrett would be another dog, but he's in his 10th year. You know how dogs just get old and stuff. It's just like, as opposed to, his bark is a little. He's in his 10th year. What do you expect?
Okay.
When you brought CJ Gardner-Johnson over here, that dude toes the line, as we all know. He's an antagonist. He plays with an edge, and I think that's kind of what you need. You need that type of mentality, especially on the defensive side of the ball, especially. And you can't take that element off the field because that's like taking the heartbeat and the soul off that field. The energy that he brought has been amazing. So CJ Gardner-Johnson stays in the slot. Kyler Gordon's going to go out wide. That's how I see it. One of the biggest issues. Go ahead, Bill.
My bad. I was going to say I see CJ Gardner being all over the place. In all honesty, too, I wouldn't be surprised if he gonna spell. He take, he plays safety. He'll take the safety spot when Brisker or somebody needs a break. He'll be inside the
Yeah.
slot. They're gonna have both of them on the field. You'll probably Dennis Allen's probably licking his chops at what he can do with two possible pass, corners that can get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And so, one might fake, the other one come back, whatever he draws up. I believe that it's going to work. And if Kyle Gordon would have probably played more on the outside than he normally has, but I can see them just mixing it up. And no, as bad as Deshaun Wright has been, I think he's tied for fourth or fifth in interceptions.
Our defense has got to do better.
Yeah,
Our defense.
Our defense has to get healthy.
yeah.
Right, because my next question was, we were talking about the cornerbacks. We got to go to linebackers now because T.J. Edwards probably isn't going to play. Now, I'm a big fan of Noah Sewell, big fan of his ever since we drafted him out of Oregon. All right, but
Not
one,
last
he can't.
week.
Yeah, well, one, he can't. He's not very good in coverage. But two, he's a tackling machine. And then there's a bad game. All right, we can't expect 8, 10, 12 tackles every game, especially from a backup. But he's a good backup. He's a great guy to have for a week or two. And I think he's gonna. It's time for him to show out because he had a bad game last week. And those are the guys you really, really hate to play against, guys who have bad games the week before, because the one thing they want to do is make up for it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to Noah Sewell having a pretty good game this week, and because he likes to fly around the field, he's another tough son of a gun.
He's played solid all year. He really has.
Yeah.
Last week he struggled.
Family, man, the lineage, his family, his brother over in Detroit. He had other family members there. You know what I mean? So he comes from a good football family, and I like him a lot, big time.
And I think also is that I forgot. Oh, yeah, he'll get plenty of opportunities. He'll get plenty of opportunities this week because they got two-headed monsters in running backs, in Adam Jones and Jordan Mason. So he'll have plenty of opportunities to make up for the game that he had last week. But one thing too, I think that can help our secondary is selective blitzes. Can't blitz on every play, but it has to be selective blitzes. It has to be right in time, because again, that will help your secondary out a lot. If it takes the pressure off of them.
But DA did it perfect last week.
Yeah.
DA did it perfect last week with them selective blitzes, man.
Yeah.
And that's how it worked out. That's how we won that game. And I get a lot of people and I agree to an extent saying, oh, if Dart was still in that game, we wouldn't have won that. Okay, maybe, but guess what? Who put Dart out? Defense did.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't wish injuries on anybody. I really don't. By all means, I got kids that play sports and all that. I really don't. I don't wish injuries on anybody. But don't say that if Dart was in that game, they would have won it. Well, our defense put him out of that game. So you know what? It happens. And Russell Wilson came in, and look what we did. We destroyed him. So it is what it is.
When people say that, you're speculating, but two, no one cares. He didn't finish the game, and they didn't win. Okay,
exactly.
So whether or not he was in there, you can sit. If was a fifth, we all be drunk. Okay, he didn't finish the game, and that's the bottom line. So whoever finished the game, we handled it. And the fact that no one cares that our starting our all pro cornerback is out. No one. How many times people said, "Man, if Jahdae Johnson was there, man, we could have won." No one says that. Too bad. People, and why the Bears get so much hate from local and national media is beyond me. You can sit there and speculate all you want, but the fact of the matter is, Jackson Dart did not finish the game. They did not win the game. So
but our defense did finish them, and then Caleb put it up.
So, and that's the one thing that I'm liking about Caleb is his ability to close. I love his ability to close, and we saw it a lot last year at the end of halves, at the end of games, bringing us back or bringing us close, giving us the opportunity to win. And we're seeing it again. I'm looking forward to not, like you talked about, Fields, not having to have Caleb win the game for us. But the thing is, having that big joker for all you Spades players, having that big joker in your back pocket when the time is at the end of the game, it's a very comfortable feeling. And that's why I think we talked about earlier the next year being great. I still think they can make the playoffs because they're literally in the playoff hunt right now.
Yes.
All right, if it ended today, which is not, but we're in the playoffs as of today.
Don't you love it?
If we go 500, isn't that crazy?
I love it.
If we just finish 500, if we go 4-4 in these last 8 games, and I think we'll be better than that. But if we just go 4-4, that's 10-7, and we're in. I think that's a playoff spot. And this is all while we're learning a new offense. This is all while adding 3 new linemen. This is all while having a first-time head coach. Because let's not forget, Ben Johnson has been a great offensive coordinator.
First time.
He's never been an offensive coordinator / head coach.
Never been a head coach. And I was nervous, man. I'll be honest. Like, when I found out, I was like, I do not want another first-time coach in coaching us. It's always failed us.
Yeah. Yep.
It's always failed.
But then so did John Fox.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always failed us. And it's, to me, like, what's going on right now in the NFL, call me crazy, but I honestly think we can beat any team in the NFL right now. Who's the dominant team in the NFL?
Right now is the Rams and the Patriots.
Eagles,
Seahawks.
Dominant. Yeah.
The Seahawks are tough.
Seahawks. Yeah.
But there's not a dominant team out there like that is really that you can be scared of. It's any given Sunday.
And I don't know what's the Giants.
Well, hell,
what's the Giants?
Minnesota Vikings just went into Detroit a couple weeks ago and beat them.
Yep, heard that. Loved every minute of it.
So this is really a good chance for us to show, for Caleb and Ben Johnson to show how much they've grown.
And you know what, people were slamming the Giants. Like, I'm talking about how bad the Giants were when we beat them. But listen, they remind me of the Bears of last year. How many games they have now blown in the last minutes of the game? Because I think they were beating Dallas, they were beating Denver, they were beating us.
It was coaching. That was coaching. That's what we lost last year.
Remember, they beat Philly the first time they played them. The Cowboys did. I mean, the Giants did. They beat Philly the first time.
Yeah, so they blow me with all that.
You see my shirt. You see what my shirt says.
I guess the coach. Oh, man, what you telling? And
there we go.
Coaching does matter. But I think the difference between this first year coach and all the previous first year coaches that we've had, I think the temperament. Everybody else has been that old, easy, nice guy. And this dude has a serial killer look about him. And
the eyes would kill me.
Yeah. No expression when they scored the touchdown or they came back. But if you look at from John Fox to Dick Geron to Matt Nagy to who was the dude from Canada. What was his name? Somebody. But anyway, they all been these well-mannered, good, clean, wholesome guys. And it took finally this year or last year, in the off season for them to get that person that will commit suicide, commit suicide, and kill you again. And I think
he's got one goal.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson's got one goal. That's to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's his whole temperament is it. He coaches hard, all right. And when you get superstar players, superstar players like to be coached hard, all right, because they want to be the best. They want someone to hold their feet accountable, or hold them accountable, hold their feet to the fire, because they want to be great. They understand the only way they can be great is to be coached hard. Yeah. Okay, if you're a true superstar, some of the other guys who don't have greatness on their mind. Yeah, they don't yell them. They don't like when coaches get in their face. They don't like, I make this much money, you can't yell at me. No, but because that's what you're focused on the wrong thing. Caleb is focused on winning. Period. Mm-hmm. End of story. All right. I had his head coach on because he and I went to college together. Randy Trivers, his high school coach from Gonzaga down in DC. And the one question I asked him, I said, "What happens, if he's got to throw the ball? What happens if we get a good running game?" This is before the season. And last season, I said, and you you're able to run the ball. He's like, you know what? He goes, Caleb. He said Caleb just wants to win. He said we had games in high school where he threw the ball 40 times. He said we had games in high school where he threw the ball 12 times. He said he doesn't care. He just wants to win. And that is so true. You saw when he handed the ball off to Monungai, that was a rookie. And go ahead, kid. 20. What do you have? 26 carries. Go ahead, kid. You're having a day. That speaks volumes to his mindset. It doesn't matter. And he even said it in the post game. He goes, "It was ugly, but this is not. There's no style points. This ain't the AP college football poll where you lose points or you drop in the standings because it wasn't a pretty win. All they care about is dubs, and that's what he cares about, and that's where with his mentality with Caleb's. That's where I feel comfortable with him because that's all he wants. Whatever he's got to do. If I got to throw it 50 times, I'll throw it 50 times. If I got to turn around and hand to this guy 50 times, I'll turn around and hand to this guy 50 times. And that's the mentality that we need from our quarterback, and we finally have it.
With the finally having it, I'm sorry to interrupt you, man, but how did you guys see the smirks like coming off going into the Bengals game? I was at the Bengals game, and I'm watching the replays, and I was at the Giants game, but watching the highlights, that dude had a smirk on his face going in there for that last drive. He had a smile on his face saying, I'm going to go in there and win this game. When was the last time we've ever seen a quarterback from the Bears to ever smile saying, it just looked like, I got this. I'm going to go do this. We don't ever see it. That was confidence. Confidence is the key.
The confidence that Ben Johnson has put in him. One, the confidence he has in himself. Two, he also realizes he's getting better.
Yes.
Right. He understands. We've all done other. Maybe you played the piano. Maybe it was math. Maybe it was reading. You know when you're getting better. You know when you're doing something and you first start off and you suck. You're just the worst person in the world at whatever it is you're doing. All right. But after consistency and you keep practicing and repetition, you know you're better because now you can read those words. Now you can play a tune. Now you can fix the Rubik's Cube. Whatever the hell it is that you're doing, you know when you get better. Caleb has been confident, and the one thing that I say a lot is that true confidence comes from success. Because you can sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm the best in the world," and think, but if you don't have success, you're faking it till you make it. True confidence comes when you're in a situation and you deliver. Caleb's been in this situation of being behind, and he's delivered. This is nothing new to him. He did it last year a few times. And it's a situation where he's not phased. And that's the thing that gives you comfort, man, that gives you feels, me, and a whole bunch of other millions and millions of Bear fans around the world comfort is knowing this guy is calm, cool, and collected. And that's why we're so hyped. That's why we're so excited about him as a quarterback, him paired with Ben Johnson, because Ben Johnson is pulling that greatness out of him, and it's great to watch. I said it yesterday on my show.
Trying to eat, brother. I love it.
I said yesterday on my show, I'm like, we are watching this team grow before our eyes. It's like the 07, 08, 09 Blackhawks. All right, it's like the 14, 15 Cubs for you Cub fans. All right, it's like the
16, but
no, because they didn't. No,
I get you. Feeding in.
You're watching what we're doing with our Bears. We're watching them grow before our eyes, and that's so fun. The fact that while they're growing, man, that's what's got us all so fired up, because this was supposed to be a development year, and it is, but we're winning. We're winning. That's what got us. That's what gets us fired up. Doug's getting fired up over here too. I'm fired up with you, Doug.
Let's go, baby.
Because you know what, we get to talk a lot of shit to a lot of other fan bases, and we're gonna be able to talk smack to the Vikings after Sunday, because we have a great pairing, a great quarterback, and a great play caller, head coach, leader in Ben Johnson. And we haven't had that combo in a long time.
And I want to give Caleb a shout out for stability. Caleb is the first quarterback that we had since 2009, Jay Cutler, to start a whole season.
Yeah. Hey, season ain't over yet. Don't jinx him, brother.
No.
Don't jinx him.
I'm actually talking about from last year. I'm talking about last year.
Yeah.
He started every single game last year. This year don't count yet.
with 674 sacks that he took.
Yeah. I mean, he was taking
how many this
Monday,
year? We
Tuesday,
only got
Wednesday,
14
Thursday,
against
Friday.
us this year. What a game changer.
Exactly. So I mean, that's all with the growth and Bear fans, if they don't go to the Super Bowl this year, which we all hope they do, but sit back and relax and enjoy this because this is something new. In all honesty, when have we ever had an offense like this? Willie Galt, Dennis McKinnon, Dennis Gentry are looking proud at the Bears receiving core.
Hey, you got to crawl before you walk, man. And this is,
exactly.
And you know what? We're taking a couple steps right now before we're crawling.
Yeah.
And I believe.
I think we're right on. I think we're way ahead of schedule, and that's the fun part. And I'm looking forward to this. Taking it out on JJ, all right, because it was an insult to them. All right, he came back, and I know you're tired. I know the offense, and they got to realize they know that they were out there a little too long.
Yeah,
that's also conditioning as well. That's game one. You don't really have your legs underneath you because you haven't played. All right, NFL games. You had one series here, one series there in the preseason. No series in the last one. You know what I mean? So that was week one.
They don't touch in practice.
There's no hitting in practice. You can't do that. So this is a pride thing for our defense, and I think our defense. I wouldn't be surprised if they take out J.J. McCarthy. I think they have a really good. They'll have a good mentality going in. They've been questioned a lot because of all the points given up, all the yards they've been giving up. All right, there's a chance for them to, and then they're talking about that. What do we talk about here? Brian Flores' defense. The Bears are like, we got a pretty damn good defense too.
We got Booker back. We didn't have Booker week one.
We didn't have Booker week one either. You're right.
Yeah.
So, and you saw he just stiff-armed that dude right back into the quarterback. Like, get your ass back there. You know what I mean?
Booker is so underestimated. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What are we doing, Matt? Watching them grow. That's stiff-arm into the that offensive lineman into the quarterback. He had that strength in college. He was more bendy and beat him with speed, that type of thing. Now you're starting to see his repertoire. Now you're starting to see he's adding moves. He's got moves, and he's still bendy. But now he's added strength. He's added power, and he could be. I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame by any stretch, but he could be a really
good.
Getting
them greased. He's getting them wheels greased.
Yeah, he's a guy that I think can really put some pressure. He can on JJ, get him uncomfortable, get him off his spot, and quarterbacks don't like that. They don't like to get off their spot. Right? They 100%. Like to sit back there and throw. And Austin can be that dude, and hopefully he is out. So he's not doing it. He wasn't doing it before either. But it's good to have this dude. It's good to have Austin.
I'll be right back.
All right. Did the new guy come in? Is the one we got in the trade? Did he play last week?
Oh, JTS.
Yeah.
I want to say he did.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think he could have potential. I know Dominic Robinson is supposed to come back this week as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think the edge rushers are fine. Again, we still got to find a better way to stop the run, and that's dealing mostly with up the middle with the run. And that's my biggest concern. More so not JJ, but they're stopping that two-headed monster that they have.
Yeah.
And Adam Jones, who I think he killed us last year. And Jordan Mason.
Killed us since he came in the league with the Packers, that son of a gun.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to sit back, have fun, take my blood pressure medicine because I don't need it, and then try to enjoy the game. Having me sweating in the wintertime.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but it's so exciting, man.
It feels so good to be on this side of it.
It's been as we've been on this side, to be able to know that that every game, except week 1 of this year, every game we're in it, we're not going to be outcoached.
Yeah.
We're not.
Now I think week 2 when we played Detroit, I think that's a different situation.
That was just
they had what you call it, and they crosshairs, and they circled that game as soon as the schedule came out. They wanted to prove something because they didn't want him to leave, and that's all that really was.
That definitely wasn't. He wasn't out coached. They just sometimes it's not about the X's and the O's, about the Jimmys and the Joes, and they had the Jimmys and the Joes, man, and it was that was a mission statement for them, boy. That was a mission game for them. So
that was a mission. They wanted to smack someone in the mouth, and they definitely smacked us.
They did. It was like, thank you, sir. May I have another. Thank you, sir. May I have another. Thank you, sir. May I have another.
I actually compared this season to Dick and Jerron first year. I don't know the Mike Brown games. You remember those?
That's probably one of my favorite. That was probably one of my favorite games that I'll remember. The Mike Brown intercepting against Cleveland and going back. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but
yeah. And then that was a game because they were down 21-7. In that game with like a minute left. And I think, man, who was the guy who caught the touchdown? Was it Raymond Harris? I want to say it was a running back.
Raymond Harris was Mr. Fumble Alert, but
he caught the clutch touchdown that game. And then the week before was when I think T.O. had that record, but the Bears was down like 31-19, and they came back and off the Mike Brown interception to win that game.
He ran. He took it and ran up the tunnel.
He ran out the tunnel because the week before that, when we beat San Francisco, they just beat the crap out of them, man. The whole team did. That's one of the my memorable games ever being in Soldier Field was that game against the Browns.
Oh, wow. There's a game I'm trying to find when I was a kid. But I can't tell you what year. The only person I know was Mike Tomlin was a quarterback.
Oh, wow.
And
you're talking the 80s.
The Bears were,
I said,
by 3 touchdowns.
I was born in the 80s, so I don't remember that one.
I was 76. My mom actually went to the Super Bowl 20, and my uncle went to Super Bowl 41. And I went to one of the most boring Super Bowls ever, the Rams, which could happen this year again, the Rams and the Patriots. But, in Atlanta. But, that was boring. That was one of the most boring Super Bowls ever. But anyway,
touchdown.
But it was Mike Tomlin threw like 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to come back. And I remember because we left.
Trayvon baby again. Sorry.
Oh, God. I'm playing against him in fantasy, too. Great.
Producer Track's got a cool video for us. He's going to put a cool video for us. Let's see what you got, Trax.
Shout out to Trax, man. Thanks for everything you do, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. We start the video on start. I'm sorry, up naming quarterbacks for the Bears. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
That's funny. That's funny. That's apropos, but that's funny. So what are you thinking then? You want to get into predictions? Oh, not this guy. Not this guy. He's out for the year. So what are you thinking prediction wise, Matt? What do you think?
Man, I can't I don't even want to say it. But I always want to put up 30. But I'm going to say 27-17 Bears.
Okay. Fields? You frozen on me, Fields?
He's jumping in that pool.
Man, I'm jealous. Yeah. I'm thinking.
Did I freeze?
Yeah, you did freeze, Fields. We can hear you though. Give us your prediction. Oh, okay, logged off.
What do you have?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Let me. Cause It's weird. Like I'm old school, so I gotta write shit. I gotta write stuff down while I'm thinking about it, and it comes out. So I got him like I don't remember what you said, but I got a 27-14.
I said 27-17, so okay.
17. Okay. Yeah. I just think we're gonna run the ball a lot. And see Caleb's got once Caleb learns to be like Tom Brady, and by that I mean we've seen drives where Tom Brady never threw the ball in 10 yards.
Yep.
It was hitch. It was a slant.
It's all slants. Look at Edelman. He made those guys studs.
Yes. And I was saying that the play didn't go more than 12 yards. He didn't throw the ball more than 12 yards. Now the yak they got after the yard after the catch, well, that's on our receiver. That's on the receivers. And that's what I mean. He's got to get the ball to those guys quickly. Because if Luther Burden breaks one tackle, he's off to the races. That's one fast son of a gun. Right?
Yes, sir.
Roma Dunze, another one, 4.39. Fast son of a gun. DJ Moore. We've seen DJ Moore run away from people. Get your playmakers the ball soon. We've seen Colston Loveland break tackles. Get it to those guys. And once he's comfortable with the short to intermediate game, man, those double moves are going to come, and you're going to be able to
back to that as a DJ Moore fan, as you and I both are. Why wouldn't you want to put DJ in a slot and then go with the slants like with that? You can break off, man.
A lot more traffic in there for DJ. And I know you can't really destroy wide receivers like you did back in the day. But it's from what he's shown, I'm more than comfortable with having him on the outside. I hear your spot. I hear your thing because think about it. You're Romo's number one fan, 72-3. It's a tree. I'm with you. You want to put DJ in the slot because a slot corner is not the best corner on the team. He's not your best corner on the team. It's usually the outside guy. So the slot corner, the nickel corner is not the best cornerback on the team. So now you're putting DJ, a legitimate number one receiver, on. You're putting your not best cornerback on our best receiver? It doesn't make sense. Because you've seen DJ smoke true number one corners. So you know what he's going to do to this guy.
Down the field, and he's got hands. He'll catch it all day.
Yes, he does.
He'll catch it all day. So why not?
I think they need to do that. I think they need to just move him around, put him in motion, all right, and have him take off from the slot, all right, go from one side to the other. I just think you got to get creative and get him the ball because DJ is a stud and DJ is, man. If Caleb Williams wants to win, he needs to start throwing to DJ.
Yes.
That's what he needs to do.
Well, he needs to stop looking at Rome 100%.
Oh, the guy bless the time. Yeah. Hey, Trax said he got a pretty cool video for us. You got one? What do you got for us, Trax? Before we get out of here.
Well, until he picks it up. That's my DJ.
Go, DJ. Did you see what he did today? He was at a hospital. A kid just finished cancer treatments, and so DJ. So what was funny? It was Dr. DJ Moore. They had him in downtown at Lurie's, and he gave the kid and his family a package. They're going to Minnesota for the game on Sunday.
Very humble guy, man. I love that guy.
Yeah, I worked his camp when he first got here, so I'm a big DJ fan. And
nice, man. Yeah,
he's a super, super nice. Like you said, humble. Just a great dude. Just a great dude who happens to be one hell of a dog on that football field, man.
Hell yeah. That's triple G dog.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love DJ, man. And that's why it frustrates me because he doesn't get the ball and that he's not being targeted.
Okay.
That's my quarterback.
I'll tell you one thing, man. That Cincy game, that was probably one of the best away games I've ever been to in my life.
Oh, you went too? Huh? One of my buddy's son went to that game, and he said it was so crazy because there's so many Bears fans. It was ridiculous.
Oh man, I travel. I go to one away game a year, and I'm so glad that was the one I went to.
Yeah, that one to the Raiders game.
Yeah. If I went to the Raiders game, I probably wouldn't have remembered it.
Well, it was crazy because I had planned to go to the Raiders game because I had been credentialed for the last 2 years, and so last year I went to San Francisco and Levi Stadium, and a buddy of mine lives out there, so I was like, oh, we killed two birds with one stone, and then this year I don't know what the heck happened and why they were acting crazy, but I was getting ready to buy my ticket to Vegas because I wanted to see Allegiant Stadium. And when they denied my credentials request, I was pissed and I didn't get the ticket. And I was like, damn, there's so many parties and so many people from Chicago out there. I was like, I should have just got the ticket. And when I thought about it and look at the ticket prices, they're like a stack. I'm like, all right, I'm not paying $1,000 to go to Vegas.
Yeah. No, not me either. My wife told me I couldn't go to Vegas.
Well, listen,
we had
guys,
a wedding though.
Listen, it's been a blast. It's time to wrap this party up. To the guys here at Chicago Sports Podcast because for letting me host and come on today. It was a pleasure. Feels great having you on, Matt. Great talking to you, man. I really appreciate it. And listen, make sure you follow me, Sports Zone Chicago. I got a big announcement tomorrow. The website's going up, so I have some Sports Zone Chicago swag. This Coaching Matters shirt that you see, that's going to be one of the shirts I have. I have an FGB. If you're a true Bear fan, you know what FGB means. I have those shirts for sale. So go check it out tomorrow. It'll be on. It'll be up. And again, thank you guys for allowing me to come on and host the show. I had a blast, and let's do it again sometime.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate everything you did, man.